Alright, you guys, this is Miss Amber, and here we are with our final review. Guys, we are at the end of the road, the end of the school year, so we just want to make sure that we finish strong and we go through everything that we've learned so far. Alright, so grab your pencil and your paper, and remember to take notes and write down the example problems with me. Alright? Alright, so what have we learned these past couple weeks? So we have learned multiplying fractions, dividing fractions, mixed numbers to improper fractions, multiplying fractions with mixed numbers, and dividing fractions with mixed numbers. And then we've also learned how to do all of these in word problems as well. So you guys have been doing an amazing job. You have learned a lot in the past couple weeks. So kudos to you guys. All right. So let's review. All right, multiplying fractions. Things to remember, we must just multiply straight across. So all we have to remember when we multiplying fractions. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 4 times 2. That gives you 8. 8. And 5 times 5 gives you 25. Alright. So that's all you have to do. So remember, when multiplying fractions, just remember to multiply straight across. Alright, moving on. Dividing fractions. Now when we're dividing fractions, we have a lot more steps. So let's go through those steps. Remember, we need to keep, change, and flip. We keep the first fraction, we change the division sign to multiplication, and we flip the second fraction. So let's go ahead and get into it. So when we rewrite this problem, we will have keep 1 over 9. We will change the sign to multiplication and flip the second problem. So instead of 2 over 6, we now have 6 over 2. And our answer here is 6 over 9 times 2 is 18. Alright, just like that. So when we are dividing fractions, all you want to do is remember KCF, keep, change, flip. Okay? Moving on. Now, mixed numbers to improper fractions. This was the next thing we learned. Things to remember over here. Multiply the whole number and the denominator. So remember, this is the whole number, the big number right here. The denominator is the bottom number, and the numerator is the top number. So we multiply the whole number in the denominator. We add the numerator, and then we always keep the denominator. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. We have 2 times 6 gives you 12. And then what do? Add the numerator. Plus 4, 16. And then what do? We always keep that denominator. So our answer is 16 over 6. Alright? So that's what we do when we want to change mixed numbers to improper fractions. Okay? Moving on. The next thing we did was we learned how to multiply fractions when we have mixed numbers with them. So things to remember over here, change all the mixed numbers to improper fractions first. So before you do anything, you want to change these mixed numbers to improper fractions, and then you want to multiply straight across. Okay? So what are we going to do? We are going to change this. So we're going to rewrite it. 2 and 1, 4. We multiply the whole number in denominator. That gives you 8. We add this. That gives you 9. And we keep our denominator. So now we have 9 over 4 times 1 over 3. All right, and then we just multiply straight across. So 9 times 1 equals 9, and 4 times 3 equals 12. So our final answer is 9 over 12. All right, you guys are doing great. No, we're moving fast, but you guys know these things. We're just reviewing, okay? Moving on. The next thing we learned is dividing fractions with mixed numbers, all right? I would probably say this one has the most amount of steps, but you can do it, all right? So the things we need to remember, the first thing, change all mixed numbers to improper fractions first. All right, so as you can see here, we have an improper fraction. We have a mixed number, and we want to change that to an improper fraction for anything else. Then we're going to follow our division steps, which is keep, change, flip. And lastly, just something to remember, rewrite it as many times as you need. Just make sure you're rewriting it in the correct order, okay? All right, so let's get started. All right, so we have 1 2/5. We want to change that to an improper fraction. So 1 2/5. Going to multiply that whole number in denominator. That gives us 5. We're going to add the numerator. That'll give me 7. And always keep that denominator. All right, so remember we're going to rewrite it. So we have 7 over 5 divided by 4 over 7. All right, once we have changed all of our mixed numbers to improper fractions, what do we want to do? We want to go ahead and follow our division steps, keep, change, flip. So rewrite it again. We are going to keep the first fraction. Do a different one. Keep the first fraction, so we now have 7 over 5. We're going to change that to multiplication, and we're going to flip this. So instead of 4 over 7, we now have 7 over 4. And our final answer, 7 times 7 is 49, and 5 times 4 is 20. So our final answer is 49 over 20. Okay? Now, the other thing that we learned was some keywords to remember when we see word problems. So, if we're trying to figure out whether to multiply or divide, for multiply, the keyword here is of. As long as you see of, you're probably going to multiply. Now, if you see words like divide, separate, split up equally or equal parts, or split into equal parts, then most likely you're going to divide. All right, so remember those keywords whenever you have word problems. We will not do a word problem today, but just in case. All right, so that is it for our review. You guys, we are almost there. This is literally our last instructional week, so I'm so proud of you guys. You 6th graders, you guys have made it through your first year of middle school. 7th graders, you got one more year, and 8th graders, you have literally completed middle school. So after this week, you will have completed middle school. So I'm so proud of you guys. Just remember to finish strong this week. Don't get lazy. All right. Just do all your work, make sure everything's completed, and do it to the best of your abilities. All right. And again, you always know I'm going to leave you with the scripture. We got 2 Chronicles 15:7. It says, "But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded." All right. So God rewards hard work. So make sure you guys are just working hard and finishing strong. All right. Love you guys. Until next time.